In moments of crisis and emergencies, every second, every minute, the more help you have to sort out that situation, it makes a huge difference. So, Megan caught ordering that volunteers who are helping to remove or assist with the fire, with what's on in the homes to seek out whether there's anybody injured in that area. Um, just for her photo op, it's terrible. And the fact that she has been exposed by the volunteers implies how, or says, at least to me, very much the anger that people feel and the entitlement. And for the life of me, I do not understand how Mayor Gordo agreed to those demands from people who are nobodies. But before we start with the video, today is the Duchess of Edinburgh's birthday. She turned 60 and excuse me, and she's wonderful. So, and she's such an asset to the crown, you know. She is she works really hard. She's discreet. She is dutiful and most of all she's loyal and she's always ready and willing to help her country, the crown, the British monarchy, and to proudly represent her. So I'd like to say happy birthday to the Duchess of Edinburgh, and I hope all of you do too.
Have you always loved Roman ruins? Is your idea of a vacation taking in the ocean view after a tsunami? Then go Disaster Tourists with your tour guides, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. It's the vacation of a lifetime of someone else's memories. Or as actress Justine Bateman calls it, a repulsive photo op.
Never in a million years did Meghan Markle think that 2025 was turn out to be such a bad year for her because this is how her year is shaping up. It is Netflix who decided to postpone the release of that disaster and that corny, because that's the only way I can describe it. You know, I've been looking for that word, that corny show, that fake show that she doesn't even invite people to her home. My theory is that it's not their home or she has it rented out. Um, but it's not her that it's doing those things. It is Netflix because she's no longer calling the shots because she's such a massive failure. It it didn't occur to her to postpone that Instagram um, post of her running alone on the beach on 2025 and giggling like she's 5 or 6 years old because she's a 43-year-old woman going on 44. While New Orleans, I think there was a disaster in New Orleans and people were shot. No, it didn't occur to her. It didn't even occur to her that it was hypocritical to return to social media. Although we know she's never left because that account had been open since 2022. So we know that even though she hadn't posted anything, she has been on social media, at least with that account. We know that she has other ghost accounts and everything. As I said at the start of this video, when you have tragedies, every minute, every second counts. It's everybody knows that. And now it's been confirmed because witnesses who were there, people who were volunteering, have come out and said and told people we were asked to leave. We were asked to clear this space for 15 to 20 minutes so Harry and Meghan could go with their press because they weren't going alone. There was press there. They brought their people there. We know that. I mean, if people are still doubting that, No, they were asked to leave. Now, you people say, "Oh, what? It was only 15 minutes." No, removing 100 over or a little bit over 150 volunteers out of a space takes time. Takes at least 20, 30 minutes to get them to leave, and then another 30, 20 minutes to get them back to start where they were. So just for Harry and Meghan to get 15 minutes of ghoulish, ghoulish photographs. You know, it reminds me a lot like when Princess Diana died and the paparazzi were taking pictures of the dying princess, which was worldwide, was widely condemned worldwide. Even Harry talked about how they're ghouls doing that. And yet here he is absolutely doing the same. Keep in mind that they had their photographers. There are plenty more pictures, but I don't want to publicize it so much. And the mayor, I am absolutely astonished that this mayor thought it was a great idea, a great PR move on his behalf to have these two ghouls who came to do nothing. And I ask you, why instead didn't Harry and Meghan go and work with the crew? Why weren't they working alongside the volunteers the entire day? Like, for example, Jennifer Garner has been doing. Jennifer Garner has been working from morning till night, helping volunteers, distributing food, and on top of that, donating money. Jennifer Garner has not come and done like a 15-minute pep walk, asking the volunteers who are doing an incredibly valuable work to get the hell out of there so they can, because of course, Harry and Meghan cannot mingle with, how do they call it? Civilians? Yes. Okay, because they're even though they were wearing their civic clothes like that lady from Fox News says, Harry and Meghan can truly not be around civilians. So they, instead of walking and maybe asking these volunteers or contributing, maybe help clear the rubble. No, 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 they don't do that. And I know what you're going to say, Paula, you're making this up. But oddly enough, there came the podcaster. Clearly, he says that it is from a second hand, but it's many sources have now stated that it is reliable. It is reliable. By the way, guys, if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel because it tells YouTube that you like the videos and therefore they put it out there more. So that is appreciation. I also want to thank the people who donated super chats to my channel and for the PayPal donations. Thank you very much, guys. So yeah, please click the like button and subscribe. It's free. And if you want to become a member, great. I'm putting stuff for the members also there where they can call me. They have, they can do, they have their own phone number so they can call me through WhatsApp. And so it's free. So don't forget to do that. That greatly helps the channel. So we have this podcaster who came out and they're very reliable. And then we have other sources like Justine Bateman and other people who were there who have said, yes, they were doing that. And I'm going to show it to you right now. We're going to listen to this together and react to it together. This is in the Spotify podcast, Never Not Funny, the Jimmy Pardo podcast. I will leave the link so you can go listen to the entire show. This guy is actually very cool. But let's listen to what they have to say, because these were volunteers that were actually on the ground that spoke to them.
Speaking of celebrities, this is a secondhand story, so maybe I shouldn't be spreading it, but I'm just going to say it anyway, and you guys can take it with a grain of salt. Maybe it isn't true. I don't know. But Zoe went to volunteer at a place yesterday with some friends up in Santa Anita, just handing out stuff or whatever. And
did she say I was recently on a very popular podcast? At the end of the day, I'm the hero here. Did she use my line?
She's welcome to use. She kept a low profile, unlike the people that were there the day before, which is the story. The day before, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had showed up to that place, and there's like hundreds of people there volunteering. They cleared it all out. Everybody,
fuck that noise.
Take 15. These people are coming in to pretend that they're helping and get a photo op. Yeah.
This is I mean, I want you to understand that this is from people who were there, because the daughter of one of the people who were there and live in that area, we're helping clear the rubble, trying to help. Also, don't forget that there's looters. There's a lot of looters people there. And I know what people are, I know at the beginning I told you, yes, they were walking around for about 15, 20 minutes. You would think that that's not a long time. That is a long time, because again, if you have over 150, almost 200 volunteers, and you need to clear those entire people, they're not going to rush. It takes a while. It takes 20 to 30 minutes because they needed nobody there. They needed to have absolutely nobody, because God forbid Rachel Meghan Markle, a D-list mattress actress, mingles with the civilians, people beneath her rank. I mean, and I wonder, what is her rank? I really want to know what her rank is. This is the woman who's worldly known for being a couch casting expert. And I'm going to show you a tweet at the end of this. Oh, I don't know how I didn't see this. And this is a very well-respected guy who's in the know. So please stay tuned for that, because it is mind-blowing. So let's continue with this. You'll see this here.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? We saw Nick Cannon. And
Yeah.
people badmouth Nick Cannon for a lot of reasons. But we saw Nick Cannon that day. He joined in with everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's helping.
Right.
Fuck them.
Yeah. I forgot about that when we went to that.
If that story's real, fuck them.
Yeah. Again, it was a parent of a kid that she goes to school with who the kid was there the day before. Or she and the kid were there the day before. And then
There's no reason not to believe it's true then. That's awful. That's awful. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not especially. I'll still say, especially in these times where it's all hands on deck.
Right.
That shit, that shit happens a lot.
Right.
But it should not.
It's absolutely spot on. When you have an emergency, it is really all hands on deck. Every hand, every moment, every minute counts. Guys, you know that. We know that. People, as I said, it takes 20 to 30 minutes to clear hundreds of volunteers. And then it takes longer to get them back to where they were, like go get the volunteers, tell them it's okay for them to come, because now the royalty, the people better than you, who are actually better than these two absolute morons. Because if you ask me, Harry and Meghan rank below anybody. At this point, Harry is just a drug-addled, simpleton immigrant who might be kicked out of the country. And we should all do a change or petition in order to request Mr. Trump to make his visa documents public, and if he has broken the law and lied, to get his ass kicked out of the US, good old USA, because this guy has caused so much harm. And I mean, I've gotten into the Vanity Fair thing, and I'm so glad that Kinsey Schofield also saw it. I mean, Kinsey Schofield, God bless her soul, she's so amazing. She gave a very nice description of the Vanity Fair, but she also pointed out that they were very critical to the royal family, especially to Princess Catherine, portraying her as Lazy Katie. Because Meghan Markle not only calls Princess Catherine Waity Katie, she calls her Lazy Katie because it took her 11 years to do stuff. Okay, so Kinsey Schofield also, in a very professional way, says, you know what? You could have done this better, because they don't walk back the false racist narrative that Meghan spewed to the world about the people, the monarchy, and the good old British people who welcome this skank in their hearts. She spat on everybody, and that's the same thing they're doing there. Just like when Harry was outraged it is absolutely true. That was ghoulish behavior, that they were taking picture of Princess Diana dying. I mean, yeah, those people, like he rightly said, should have been in jail. So why isn't he and his wife? Why doesn't the double standard, the hypocrisy of this man is unbelievable. It's off the charts, really. That he doesn't see how hypocritical. and how ghoulish his behavior is.
Not be happening right now ever.
Right.
It should not be happening ever, but it really should not be happening right now.
Right. In the thick of this is a very like the fires are still going. There's still, there's a lot of chaos and uncertainty. It's like if it's a month from now and there's like a I don't know, a food shelter, whatever, like a food bank, and things are just kind of settled and yet there's still people who need stuff. And then you go and you go, hey, can we just come in for half an hour? That's a little different. This is like the
I still
week
think that's
of.
shitty.
It is,
Yeah.
but
the week
it
of
won't hurt
is
anything.
really out
Yeah.
of fucking line.
it's like you're taking resources out of. I mean, I know it was only for a limited period of time, so it probably didn't disrupt them that much. But
If it's not going to disrupt them that much, then you walk in.
you just do
And
it.
by the way, if you're not disrupting, then you're not even fucking helping.
Right.
You're
Exactly. What were they doing there? They actually did disrupt because, as I just pointed out, they had to remove hundreds of volunteers that were actually helping, because the people who are out in the streets homeless or because they lost their homes, they want to get back there. That was, so that was a cordon off area because it's still considered. There were still fires going around all over the place. And why weren't they at home with their kids? Why weren't they keeping their kids safe? Why are they walking around for 15 minutes getting pictures like that are so ghoulish? And I mean, the fact that they hop over the fence and the homeowner, guys, the homeowner found out on Twitter. Can you imagine finding out? Sorry, not on Twitter. Sorry, Elon. Finding on X that is your home address and that these people are traipsing all over the ashes of your home, of everything you own, for a PR when you, as the homeowner, are not allowed. And to this day, Mayor Gordo has not answered the request of the homeowner to verify and confirm whether or not that was his home address, because nobody said, "Hey, can we do this?" That's how dumb they are. And I think that the dumb move was that the reporter posted the address all over on X, and people found out.
truly not helping.
Yeah.
You're coming in for that photo op, like you said.
Do you think 40, 50 years ago that kind of thing happened?
I mean, like you hear stories about the
Yeah. I mean, what can you say to something like this? What can you say to such insensitivity? The very same man who hate the paparazzi, who hated that his mother was taking pictures of, who even said on the Vanity Fair that his mother was murdered by the paparazzi. This is the very same man who's hopping the fence of somebody else's burnt home so he can get a picture. They just couldn't walk around. So it's going to be very interesting if they got footage of the burnt down home, if they're going to use it. Because if they do, this would be like the people who were taking pictures of Princess Diana if they opened the door and were taking pictures or videos of her dying inside. It breaks my heart. So they better not have taken pictures. They better not publish that footage. But I think people should write a letter to Mayor and complain to Mayor Gordo, because Gordo means fat in Spanish. That what he did, he should make a public apology for having done that, because this is now out in the open, that he gave preferential treatment. He broke the law. He trespassed on somebody else's property. He's supposed to uphold the law, not break it. Why, instead of saying to Meghan, "You're welcome to come and get your hands dirty, down and dirty," like she got, in the other one with Fox News, she's getting down and dirty with her ass all hopped up, bent down in a position that is very familiar to her. I shouldn't be saying these things because this is a serious video. Damn it. But on that note, I'm going to show you this tweet because I've forgotten about this tweet. Oh my goodness, I've forgotten about this tweet. Yes, this tweet, guys, was back in December 8th, 2022. This is Jean Lefebvre, and I'm going to show you his profile, but listen to what he wrote. Prince Harry revealed that he met Meghan on Instagram. Amazingly, that's not the first prince she met online. All the Saudis flew her to France and Dubai as a yacht companion. He's just the dope who tried to turn her into a wife. And this guy is like, look at him. This is what this is the wolf of the guy from Wolf Street. You know the guy from Wolf Street. Um, this is, I mean, he has 150,000.9 subscribers, but he's really, really, really good, and he's well known. And yeah, Harry was the only idiot who made Meghan Markle a wife. He tried to, it's like trying to wrap, I'm sorry, I'm gonna swear, shit in a pretty package. Unfortunately, you get all excited. Oh my God. And you have this beautiful package and you receive it as a gift. And when you open it, it's stinky poo. It's stinky poo. And that's what Meghan Markle is, stinky poo. But I do agree that Meghan Markle, other than not just being evil, she is dangerous. She is dangerous. And as P. Dinah did in her interview, in her lives yesterday, in the 2 lives I did yesterday, the Vanity Fair is bait and switch because it's actually a harsh criticism of the royal family of Princess Catherine. They doubled down on calling the royal family racist. They call Princess Catherine lazy. Let's not forget that she was in COVID. And even during COVID, they were doing stuff. That COVID happened because Meghan Markle, that was a line straight out of Meghan Markle when she said, what has Kate done in the last 11, what is like 11 or 12 years? Nothing. Then they just put the early years things. And they forget Heads Together. The ambulance. I mean, she's done I mean, she had I published there's so many that she's done. The one with sports, the ones with the children's in school, the one with addiction, and again, the portrait gallery where she raised awareness by putting these. I mean, there's all sorts of things. She's very heavily involved, but no. And Meghan Markle, she's mean because she was forced to be mean, and not only that, she has earned on her own through her own prowess as being this powerful woman the same respect as a monarch who believes is anointed by God. That's what the Vanity Fair boils down to. There's a few little digs here and there, but it's not. And then the usually popular media that loves Meghan Markle, the US media, has turned against her. And what is her answer to that? They're all racist. They're all racist. They don't like me because I am white. I am a white mixed race person. At this point, I don't even know what to say, guys, but do let me know. I might be a harsh critic, but I am glad that the volunteers are speaking out. And I'm very glad that this podcast came out. I will leave you the link at the bottom so you can go watch the entire podcast because they go on them like crazy. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what you think. Do you think that they crossed the line when they hop by asking all these volunteers to leave so they can get a 15-20 minute photo op? Because it's also been confirmed that they came with reporters, as we know, because who else was going to be taking the pictures? And again, don't just take into consideration the 15 and 20 minutes that they walked around. It was the time it took to evacuate or remove all the volunteers and then bring them back to restart the work. Do you think that was good? Do you think that a petition that Mayor Gordo should apologize, and a petition should be also started for Change.org that Mayor Gordo apologizes for having abused his authority and taking people into other people's homes, violate their space, violate and exploit the grief of these people? And also, do you think we should do a Change.org petition to ask Mr. Trump, the 47th president, to kick him out, to make the documents public? Why not? If it's going to make the JFK documents public, why not Harry's? Let me know what you think, beautiful people. And as usual, thank you for watching.